a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on them. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Hard hit ball to second. Zobrist is there. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Bryant trying to get there. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, coming off a 500 homestand, you would have liked to have played better in front of your home crowd. I get that. But they have a chance to right the ship right here, get on the winning side, push forward. Game 1 of this road trip, it's not going to be easy.
Herrera has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup likes to run the bases. They like to run them aggressively. Stolen bases are not out of the equation. Taking the extra bag, putting the defense on blast right here. The key for this offense is getting guys on base to create havoc.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Albert Almora, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Here's Chris Bryant now as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Arrieta's got his target. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high and deep out to left. Williams racing back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Second inning coming up in Chicago, and with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can't expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Number 17.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting 6th, the third baseman, number 7, Michael.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Javier Baez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Grounded back up the middle. Throwing to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And today my spotlight is going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. He's got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. First offering on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
No balls and a strike to count. Rizzo is off of first with 2 away. The 0-1 delivery. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. With one of the best team ERAs in the league, it's pretty clear they command a lot of attention and praise. Before the game, one pitcher told me that he thinks their success comes in large part due to their strikeout abilities, a category where they also rank near the top of the league. He said even when we do get ourselves into trouble, most of us can dial up a strikeout and help get ourselves out of it. And that makes a huge difference over the course of a season. Power arms and nasty stuff. Apparently, that is the key to pitching, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Rounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 8th, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. First offering on its way. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Rizzo in foul ground. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. The 0-2 home. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And no one will track it down. This is popped up. Rizzo is there, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. The next Cub up, Kyle Hendricks, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. There's strike two as the hanging slider was let go. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. Oh, he breaks off a beauty there. 0-2 now. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Arrieta into the windup. 0-2 on its way. Another one sent foul. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. 3 innings in the books, no score on MLB Network. Gene Segura standing in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Line toward right center. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
And now Bryce Harper. Right back at the mound. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Line drive to center field. Almora is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Throw won't get him.
The batter, the catcher, JT.
Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box, Maikel Franco. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 1 and the Cubs 0. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's the pitch.
That's a strike.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is sent on the ground out to Segura at short. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already. So he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Standing in, Anthony Rizzo. He reached on a single in his first try. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Now at the plate, Nick Williams. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The left fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the center fielder Odubel Herrera. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
Stepping in now, Jake Arrieta. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
The 0-2 once more. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. In the dirt. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Madden, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see there that they're currently residing in 2nd place in the NL in that category. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of 2nd. And quickly, there are 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the pitcher Kyle Hendricks will be the next to bat. Arrieta into the windup. First pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Segura.
First pitch of the at-bat. Chopper foul. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First offering on its way. Hard hit toward the hole. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled to first. Backhanded. One there on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the sixth inning. It's the Phillies 1 and the Cubs nothing. Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Little chopper down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0 and 2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Coming in is Williams. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right
here. Hayward aboard here at first with nobody out. Now another 0-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Herrera on the run. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Albert Almora.
Now to the plate, Albert Almora. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Segura for 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strike. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. A hit in 2 tries so far. And a ball diving into the dirt, a swing and a miss. 1 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Maikel Franco is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out.
The left fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to 3rd, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to 2nd for the force, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. They lead it 1-0.
7-inning stretch.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the 1st out of the inning.
Boy, talk about getting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Hernandez moving to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Striding in, Anthony Rizzo. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
So in now, And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Cubs strand one. They're down 1-0. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Brad Brock has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 5th spot, number 29, Brad Brock.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
David Bodie.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
He's set. Here it comes. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. Two different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? Two different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one. And there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gene Segura. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Now a throw over, just keeping him close. In now, Cesar Hernandez, as it's on the ground toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch popped up back behind second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple, but they're on top 1-0. Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, David Bodie.
At the plate, David Bodie. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Big, slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1. Strike 2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Another 0-2 coming. Got him.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
First pitch on its way. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Two out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Arrieta is ready. 0-2 on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Williams is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready for another chance? Rhys Hoskins due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
The pitch. Fouled away.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Digging in and looking for more, JT Realmuto. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
Striding into the box, Maikel Franco. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
This is when you start to lose your mind a little bit. You know you're in a slump as you walk to the plate. You finally do something good and barrel something up, and it's right at somebody.
Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almora is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Phillies down in order, but they're up 1-0. Here's Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
On its way is pitch number 75. Skied into straightaway right. Harper is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Settling in now, Albert Almora. He was a double play victim last time around. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Pereira's there. 2 gone.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
So striding in, Chris Bryant. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Digging in, Javier Baez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
1-1 to count. Bryant at second with 2 down. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Philadelphia Phillies took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end.